What's important is the story, the message, the feeling, the connection. It's design.
You go, oh my God, how am I going to solve this problem?
I really want to affect as many people as possible.
Honestly, nobody wants authenticity.
Tastemaking takes time. So if you get it wrong, you get it really wrong.
To the best storytelling product we've ever done.
It was widely discussed that I had pushed it too far.
What are you going to make the audience feel? Something true.
It's the kind of shit we do.
To make something that would excite people about the future.
All I care about is what's happening on the page.
What can I make next? That drive never goes away.
My father was poor. My mom was poor. My family literally was on the streets. I thought that I had to be the best chef in India. People thought I was mad.
She's a self-taught cook. How does this happen? Where does that genius come from?
The knock against her was that it was too beautiful. Maybe even that she was too beautiful to be taken seriously.
In the context of fine dining, cooking Mexican food was never good enough. It's a tragedy.
Doctors couldn't tell me that I would ever be able to taste again. How can you be a chef and not be able to taste? Rules. There are no rules.
You can't be creative without being risky. Will you destroy yourself in the pursuit of doing something new?
It's not just about food. It's not just about a restaurant. It's about something more.
My name is Melanie van Zyl and I'm a taste master.
I spent a lot of my time as a kid on a game farm. My uncle owned a game farm. And like, from a young age, man, I was wild. I was like running around. If you look for me, I was sitting in the chicken coop with the chickens. My granny, she had 2 bush pigs that she reared from small. And these things grew up to be huge. And I would like sit on them and ride around on them. And, but sure, that lifestyle was just, it was like, I still have sort of nostalgia when I think about it, you know. My dad has been a metal worker for as long as I can remember, and I think one of his dreams was to always get me into doing what I'm doing, you know. And he's always wanted me to sort of take over, you know. And I was fighting against it. That's also my like rebellion side. I don't want to be in the corporate thing. I don't want to have to answer to nobody, you know. And I just sort of I didn't want to do it, and I shied away from it for a long time. I was working as a waitress. I was overseas traveling, and then I just one day was like, you know what? I have this skill. I can use this anywhere, and it actually started from waitering. I was working for Madame Zingara, and they knew that this is something I can do, and they were like, okay, cool, well, I've got this thing that can you sort of make it for me? And I was like, yeah, sure. I made it for them, and I just it felt so amazing to be able to make something, and then I'm, you know, like, it came from my head, you know, it wasn't from the boss that gave me a drawing, you know, they came to me for my creative input. And how do I see what I see? It's like it comes from a feeling, it comes from visual, sort of the whole
the setting that this thing has to be in at the end of the day. It's such a big process and a big picture. It's like there's no sort of one thing that can make you say, okay, this is why I'm doing it. You know, this is the thing also with the materials. You get used to your medium, and you know what you are capable of doing with that medium and what the medium is capable of doing for you. So I can look at a piece of steel or whatever, and I can see all the possibilities of what that thing is capable of doing, and more, because I'll always be pushing the boundaries. In my line of work, it's mostly male dominated, and I used to work in the film industry. And through there, I actually met quite a few women that do this. Very beautiful, feminine women that do the work I do. So I guess you could call me an entrepreneur. I'm terrible at marketing myself. That's something that's never been my strong point. I would be so unhappy if I couldn't be hands-on, if I couldn't be there physically doing the work. I mean, sure, one day I'll probably expand and I'll get bigger and whatever, and then I'm going to have to be more the face of the business than actually being involved. But I hope that I could forever get my hands. More and more I see people are actually starting to pick up on the creative process, and they actually want the story behind the piece as well. I think there's a lot of people that are making it nowadays because people are interested in what they're doing. You know, be it in the food industry, be it in construction, the work I do, design, business, whatever. People are becoming more and more curious about how a thing is done or made. My name is Melanie van Zyl and I'm a tastemaker.